So I walked away from 400,000 and like straight was like, all right, I'm 400,000, I'm out. And you're used to that.
Walk away from.
You're used to that.
What'd you make last year?
A little under 2.
2 million.
Yeah.
Not 200,000, 2 million.
Yeah.
What were your expenses, you know?
A lot.
Okay.
I
Half
spent
that?
a lot. Yeah.
I mean, it's big numbers, but think about, you can use that same scale though, right? Like, we don't expect you to go spend $1 million, but you're investing 800-900 grand to then net 1.1, let's call it, grossing 2 million. Welcome to True Talk. Got a special guest today, my boy Harold Durana. What's up, Harold?
What's up? What's up?
Thanks for coming through, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Coming on over, you know?
Yeah.
How was your long
flight? Yeah. Coast to coast.
Yeah, a little bit. Where are you coming in from?
SFO Airport.
Okay.
So it's nice.
Yeah, San Fran area?
Yeah.
Is that where you're from?
San Jose. I live in San Jose now, yeah.
Okay. Where'd you grow up?
Alameda, small little island.
Okay.
Little city.
Yeah.
Grew up there, and then you get married. You don't get to pick where you live, so I'm in San Jose.
Okay. Do you like it?
I like it. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm a homebody, though. So, like, I really don't.
I know. It's hard for us
leave.
to get you here,
Yeah,
bro.
I know. I don't like leaving. I remember I told you last time, like, I hate change to my schedule. I don't like move. I want to stay in the same place, do the same thing over and over again every day.
We had to get you at, what did Naomi track you down at Ignite?
Yeah.
She was so happy. She was like, I tracked him
Cornered
down.
me. It was like,
She's like, he knew why I was coming after him. Well, you're here, dude.
Yep.
Well, congratulations, man. Kicking ass this year. Was looking at your numbers, and you guys as an agency right now about 5.7, 5.8 million.
Yep.
The goal is Agency Hall of Fame, right?
Yep.
Talk to me about last year because you were close.
Yeah.
It was like 8.4 or something like that.
Yeah. Very depressing.
Why?
Because I missed.
Yeah.
That green jacket I've been chasing it.
Really?
Right? When I first, it was like, all right, agency building, and then you're like, Hall of Fame agency. I was like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
That's the jacket. Why? Because that means your team got paid.
Right.
Who cares about me individually, right? At the end of the day, anybody individually, like, wow, you did great as an individual. That's great. But if you can't get a team to do it, what is that?
Absolutely.
That's real. You being able to get a team to move and do the production.
Is there any way that doesn't happen this year?
No, I'm not. No. There's no way. I can't let that happen.
I mean, you're on track.
Yeah, I'm on track.
Yeah.
And I'm pressing for it. And it's like, and that's one of the things too, like all the time when I talk to managers, we got to do this.
Yeah.
We're doing it. And
that's
then
awesome.
somebody else has to do it next.
And what you're doing though is you have not really let up on your personal production. I mean, you're pretty much, I would assume, where you were last year at this point, right? Yeah. You're at 655 personally. So he sold 655,000 on his own pen and building a business and has a bunch of guys selling. I mean, how many will you have in the Hall of Fame, in the personal Hall of Fame this year on your team?
A few of them probably. Hopefully close to 10. Yeah. That's the goal.
A few, 10.
Yeah.
Not a bad program.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, it's people making money.
Yeah, that's the goal. Right?
And your background is in insurance, right?
Yeah.
How'd you first get into life insurance?
So I was doing phones before.
Selling phones?
Selling phones.
Yep.
And somebody that I was working with was like, hey, come do this insurance thing. Yeah. And I think I told you the story last time too. It was like, I had no clue what life insurance was. I had to ask my mom what's life insurance. So
How old were you?
I was 21.
Okay.
So obviously I didn't know anything about life.
Right.
So I went to like an orientation thing. They talked about what we do. Like, we do insurance.
Yeah.
So went through that process. It took me a while too because I was like, didn't really. There was no sense of urgency.
Okay.
21, nothing to lose. I was like,
were you making any money selling cell phones?
Yeah.
Enough to get by?
Yeah, 21, you make, more than enough.
No kids or anything at this point?
Living at my mom's and dad's house, so it was like barely any bills. I contributed to some stuff, but not anything crazy.
But you didn't need to make money?
No, just but just like any 21-year-old, the thought of it was great, right? Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna make a lot of money, cool, and then that means I can buy everything, right? Then it's like buy all the Jordans I want, all the clothes I want. Yeah.
Big goals at that time.
Yeah, exactly. At 21, yes, for sure. Yeah. So somebody told me, hey, come do this insurance thing. I was like, all right, cool, I'll give it a shot. Yeah. And I literally was like just like that, give it a shot, whatever, who cares? Okay. Nothing to lose. 21. Worst case scenario, I'd go do something else. Gave it a shot and got good.
Really?
And was like, okay, I actually like this. This is
How long
cool.
did it take you to get good?
A while.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of months because it was different, right? I was doing phones, which is talking to people like in the mall and stuff.
Right.
And then transition to going to people's home. Right?
Okay.
And I think the weirdest thing for me was like I was 21 going into people's house. That was it. But it actually didn't even make a difference anyways.
No.
So like when people are like, oh, I'm young, it's not even an excuse. Like I went into people's houses. Nowadays, it's like you're on the phone. They can't tell anyways.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's completely different. So that was like the hard thing for me mentally was like I'm going into somebody's house and as a 21-year-old, trying to tell somebody what to do with their money.
Yeah, dude, I know. I was about the same age when I got licensed. It was weird. I'm like, I don't even have money, and I'm telling you that you can afford this $200 a month. I'm like, I can't afford that $200 a month. You know?
Yeah. So that was weird. And then and I was there for a while, 12 years actually.
Wow.
12 years.
What was your best year income wise there?
Close to 5.
Okay.
Close to 5.
Gross.
Yeah, I was floating around 300, 400, 500. It was always in there. I already knew what I was always going to make.
Do you remember, what did you net that year when you were close to 5? Do you remember what your expenses were or no?
No. I was like, yeah.
Okay.
It's been a minute.
But close to 5. So making decent money, like, or good money, at that time.
Yeah.
What was, I guess, the biggest deal? We won't name the company. There's a bunch of companies out there, but you know, I like to believe, now maybe I'm a little biased, Harold, because, you know, I was with Sean when we started this company, but I like to believe we are the best place for the producer, right?
Yes.
For a lot of reasons. Comp, the access we have to carriers, the training, right? But one of the big things, our sale is a high-intent lead-based sale.
Yeah.
We're not, you know, you're not filling out something for homeowners insurance and we're trying to flip you, or, you know, you're at Home Depot applying for a credit card. Next thing you know, we're calling you for like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But you've done
I've done it.
Yeah. Well, I guess what was the worst lead you've ever worked? What?
Well, what is it?
Or most challenging?
Most challenging was I guess, child safety kits.
Okay.
I guess you could say. It was like, you know, you're soliciting families who are looking for a child safe kit for their kids.
What is a safety kit?
It's basically a fingerprint kit. If your child were abducted, they have a picture or description that they can give to like police and stuff like that.
So they're filling this out. There's a mail type thing.
Yeah. Or like some type of request.
Yeah.
Dude, we would take these boxes, we'd put them into like businesses, and then people would hand fill them out.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd go in the look in the box and all these kids drawing all over it, but yeah, those are rough.
So that's your entry is like, hey, we got this kit, whatever, and you have to flip that to life insurance.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard because that's a bait and switch, really.
Absolutely.
To be quite honest, like you're going in there like, hey, I'm gonna give you something free.
Oh, it's a free kit, by the way.
It's a free kit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna explain to you how to do it, and then I'm gonna ask you about life insurance. So that's hard.
Yeah.
So this is like what we do is cheating. It's not even fair.
Right.
It's like what somebody's asking, you know, for this. It's
correct.
It's I always tell the agents, it's welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. How can I take your order?
Love
it's
it.
like, that's it. That's all we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
How long would your average appointment be when you're trying to switch them over to bait?
An hour and a half.
Okay.
You know. Yeah.
And if you sat with 10, if you're good, how many are you closing out of 10 doing that?
30% maybe.
Really?
Maybe at that.
And what are your numbers here now? If you meet with 10 people, and this is Harold, it's not everybody.
Yeah.
You meet with 10, what are you closing?
70% now.
Yeah. And it's obviously, you know, you're good at what you do, but you also, like you said, you almost have the cheat code.
Yeah. Intent's different. Like it says cheating. It's not.
Right.
I'm not having to make something up or like, this is free. None of that. It's just straightforward.
I remember it wasn't here. It was at the company we started at. We had these leads. They were still life insurance, but everything about the lead, like it said free on the lead like 10 times. It said like this new state government program. It's regulated. It's free. It's this, it's that. And they even had boxes where you check 5,000, 10,000. Yeah. So we dealt with that, but it was easier because it was still life insurance. Yeah. I'll sit down with you and go, Harold, come on, bro. How long you live in this country? My whole life. You really think anything's free? No, you're right, Mike. But you do need life insurance. You fill this out. Yeah. But that's something different, dude.
Yeah. Well, there's another lead type that we worked to. And it was like a niche market, and it was like it was still a free, no cost accidental death benefit.
Got it.
You're going in there. Here's your accidental. Like, okay, what do you have for permanent? What do you have for natural cause?
Yeah.
So switching that up, so that even that everything all the way through.
Still a challenge, but I guess at least it was insurance based, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're there for 12 years. Best year made around 5. Mm-hmm. Why did you leave after 12?
So I left at basically the peak of the COVID time.
Okay.
Right.
During
towards while it was getting to the end of it. But the thing is that because where we were at, it was a niche market, niche leads. What that basically meant was that lead number it is what it is.
Got it.
It wasn't like, hey, here where it's like unlimited, right?
Okay.
There's so many, everybody.
You only had so many leads.
Yeah. Well, over there it was just, this is the number. And the thing is, when you keep adding more agents, let's say you have 10 leads and you have 10 agents, you're one person, right? But if you have 2 agents in the beginning, right? Cool. Everybody, 2 people get 5, but dude, you start adding more and more.
So
and more
did you
agents.
not want to recruit?
It was hard.
Yeah.
Well, because the thing is you recruit somebody to basically work a recycled lead, and then for them to not make any money, I mean, what do you do? Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, you sit there, and the conversation becomes the same over and over again. It's like, yo, I'm not making any money. Yo, I'm not making any money. Yo, and you're just like, what do I do? And the thing too is this, again, and you said it too earlier, was that we are an agent first system.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, on that side, it's manager first.
Right.
So it's kind of like you're sitting there, you're like, I'm good, but you're not. And
yeah, how's that feel when you're making money and the people around you are not?
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, I'm good. I'm bills paid, and like, I mean, I didn't do it. You see all these managers like, oh, you got a fancy car, fancy everything. And it's just like, and you're sitting there talking to an agent who can't even pay their cell phone bill, and you're just, it sucks. It's not fun, right? And yeah, it was so like, it's depressing, and the stress is like, it hurts. Like, that stress is like no other when somebody's like trying to make their bills and you are the one that's trying to tell them, call more. Just like, call more, get some referrals, and it's like, even the referrals is like, you're getting referrals from people who weren't looking for insurance in the first place, didn't even ask for it,
right? And
you're doing the same thing, trying to bait and switch at the same time too.
Wow,
it was hard. It was hard, and you come to the point where you're like, all right, I can't, like, your stress level is way too high, and it's every day. Yeah, and the worst part about it is that you're so stressed out, and you don't even notice that you're taking it out on your family. And that right there was like, whoa,
you were doing that.
Yeah, because you come home, you're stressed out. You're irritated. Something happens, boom,
short fuse,
boom, done deal. Right?
Wow,
it was rough. And
did you have kids at this time?
I had one. All right, two. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Both. How old are your kids now?
5 and 6.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're babies.
Yeah.
And you're coming home all stressed and frustrated
and upset.
Wow.
And the thing too is this: it's like, and you're talking about transitioning from there to here. It's like, it was hard. Yeah. Very hard.
How'd you find out about us? Were you looking?
No. You're not. I guess when you're at a certain level, right? You're never looking. You're just kind of like, I'm already there. Like, I'm good. Yeah. I'm making money. I'm fine. And the one thing that made me look, I guess, in that sense was, whoa, what's up with the leads? Yo, why is it that I'm like basically.
So leads are drying up.
It's not yes, it's not drying up, but it was passed way too many times.
Okay. You're like, I already had this one.
Yeah. You're just like, all right, next person. Yeah. It's new to you.
Right. Yeah.
You've never talked to him. You've never called it. But at a certain point, you're like, all right, something's got to give. I got to do something. And that was
were you
when
seeing that more frequently, like after or during 2020?
Yeah. I mean, you're advised to play the passing game. They're telling you, like, oh, yeah, just move it to this agent. Oh, just move it to that person. Like, what good is that? Yeah. This guy just wrecked it for the last month. Right. That one pack for a month, and you want me to move it over to somebody else? Like, what?
It's one thing having recycled leads from someone who wasn't that good, but like, dude, back in the day, you didn't want Sean's recycled leads. You didn't want my recycled leads because we went through them over and over. Like, you were good. I'm sure you went through your leads. Yeah. I'm sure if someone got your recycled leads, it's like, there ain't much meat left on the bone, dude.
But it was a passing game.
Yeah.
Pass it over, or shuffle them. Shuffle and deal. See how it goes. So it was rough. Yeah. And transitioning here, and it's.
So that made you start looking, or how did you end up? How'd you find us in the first place?
So Isaiah tagged me. Yeah. He was actually there at the last company.
Oh, okay.
I met him there once. He showed up to the office, check out the office, and then disappeared. I didn't hear from him, and then come to find out he's here. Yeah. And through I just reached out to him through a mutual friend. Reached out and was like, yo, what is it really like? Yeah. And he broke it down for me. And I wasn't necessarily he wasn't like, yo, let me recruit you type of thing. Okay. I had a lot of those. Everybody called me.
Yeah. Throw up all over you.
Every message on the planet, my whole thing, my Facebook, Instagram, everything. But he didn't really recruit me. He just basically gave me the facts of like what it is, like how's your agents doing, who's making money, what are they making, how are they able to survive.
Were you skeptical at first?
Yes and no, right? Yeah. So I knew insurance is insurance.
Right.
I've already doing it for 12 years, so I wasn't skeptical on the insurance side. I already knew,
Yeah, you knew you could make money.
The skeptical side was like, okay, we got to buy leads. You got to get your own leads and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that's
so you weren't paying for these leads over there.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
They're bait and switch. It should be free.
Exactly.
So that was like that was different.
Yeah.
Right? And you're like, I got to pay for leads? Like, this is weird. But obviously carrier comp is completely different.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, what was the highest comp you had before here?
75, I think, or something like that.
It took you a while to get there? Or was it,
yeah. No, you start off at a 50.
Wow.
It was only like 25-point difference off of being there.
After 12 years?
Yeah. Yeah, huge difference.
Yep.
So, but yeah, we talked, we had a conversation, and, I sat there, I even talked to my wife about it, and was like, what do we do? Like, this is crazy. And she was just like, just do it.
Really?
Let's go. Yeah, she's pushed me.
Yeah.
She's like, let's do it.
Nice.
It's just, and that's the thing too. You have somebody on your side that is like, I believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, all right, I'm going to do this. And like, what am I going to do? And then when I get over here, I'm like, I'm not going to let down my wife and my kids. Like, there's no way. Back's against the wall. I'm going to work as hard as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Right. And it was a struggle in the beginning.
Yeah. How was it? Because even though, we're saying how it is more difficult on leads that are not straightforward, but you've done that for 12 years. So now you're accustomed to, regardless of what you did prior, starting with us is brand new. Yeah. Right. What was that like early on?
Oh, man. Yeah. This is something that I tell everybody who comes from a different place. This ain't that. So everyone's like, oh, I'm good. Yeah. I got this. Yeah. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, good for you.
And I'm like, no, this ain't that. It didn't matter. Like what you think it is, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So
did you have a little bit of that coming in thinking like, hey, I sold for 12 years. I'll be fine. Okay.
I came in here with like, yo, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about me.
Oh, you were the guy, Harold. I don't need the training. Don't send me that shit.
Yeah, I'm good. I know what I'm doing, right? 12 years, I'm good. So, yeah, it was like 2021, October 2021. I didn't really do much that 2020, we're October, we have November, December, all holidays. I didn't really do much. It was just getting my feet wet a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I came in with I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm good. I'll figure this out myself.
Yeah.
And, let me see what leads to work. And I was writing internet leads. I was writing a little bit, but not a lot.
Okay.
Right? And I'm like, I don't understand why I'm not writing a lot. And it's because, and this happens to everybody who comes from somewhere else, especially if you're there for a long time, I was taking the same verbiage and, word tracks that I was using over there and bringing it over here. And I'm like, wait. Like, what am I doing, right? Isaiah actually listened to me one time and was like, why'd you say that? I'm like, I don't know. What do you mean?
Right.
He's like, what are you saying? He's like, just follow the proper presentation. Yeah. They're like, that they know it's insurance, right? I'm like,
you're trying to bait and switch them and it is insurance.
Yeah. I'm trying to talk in that manner and no, I'm not trying to, sell you. It's like, I'm like, what am I? He's like, why do you keep saying stuff like that? Like that, this is, it's not the same.
It's a good point though, because there's even people that didn't come from another, sales job, but when they come here, they think they got to sell them so much. And it's like, you're now making the client nervous, dude. Like Sean used to equate it to like ordering a pizza. Mm-hmm. If you order a pizza, I'm delivery guy and I get there and now you're like, I don't want it. That's weird because you ordered it. But if I'm trying to sell it to you, hey, you want this pizza? You're like, yeah, bro, I ordered the shit.
I'm here.
But it's kind of the same thing here, right? Like they've expressed interest and now we're checking interest again.
Yeah.
So you sure you're really interested in life insurance? You're like, yeah, bro, that's why I filled it out.
Yeah, so that's the thing, that this ain't that. Like, it's so crazy. And a lot of people come in thinking, like, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. I'll be all right. I'm like, no, you got to start all over. Mm-hmm. I did it. I did that. I had the ego problem thinking, like, I knew what I was doing. I literally suffered for, like, 6 months of that.
6 months, really?
About 5-6 months. Yeah. Well, because I had those 3 months, thinking I know what I was doing. And I went into 2022, still the same thing, thinking I know what I was doing. And then we started going a couple of months out. I go to Isaiah, all right, man, I'm done, dude. What do I do? Like, my back's against the wall. Yeah. Like, kids, wife.
Yeah, where are you at financially at that point?
Sure, I had money from prior.
Okay, you had money somebody put away.
And all that stuff, but like, it was...
New money wasn't coming in.
Yeah, it was not in the right motions, So I just literally, all right, put my hands up. I was like, yo, white flag, tell me what I got to do. So let's just run whatever you tell me.
Yeah.
And he was like, just do this, this, and this. I'm like, that don't even sound right. I'm like, all right, fine. Did it. And then I was like, okay, all right, this worked. Yeah. I was like, what's going on here? And then it worked, and then it worked, and then it worked, and it kept working. And then
what were the biggest changes you made at that point?
Presentation, how I spoke to clients, completely different.
More assumptive?
This is what I like to break this down. There's two different types of insurance people, right? You got insurance peddlers, insurance advisors.
All right, what's the difference?
I came from being a peddler.
Okay.
Just pushing it.
Yeah.
Trying to press for insurance and trying to get you to get a policy. Whereas I went to that advisor, teaching, explaining, educating, and everything started to work out. Because when you educate a client, they're making a decision based on knowledge.
Right.
Not me trying to press you and hard close you.
Yeah.
Right? People make decisions when they understand. Confused clients don't buy.
Correct.
So I had to change my way of thinking, like, all right, I need to educate and explain and walk them through the process.
You remember what your best month production-wise was before that change? Were you over 20 at all?
No.
No, not even. Really?
No. Terrible.
Like 10, 15?
10, 15. That was it. 10, 15. Yeah, it was a disaster.
I'm going to ask you this. So, because I still think there's this misconception out there about how much someone needs to sell. Selling $15K a month will lead you to be broke. Is that a fair statement?
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, in whatever, like, you're broke at 15 because you got to buy leads, right? Now, you don't have to go out and drive to the houses anymore, but still, you're paying for leads and you're only paying $15K. By the time you take the advancement out, any chargebacks, dude, you're almost better off getting a job somewhere.
Yeah.
If you're going to sell at that low of an amount.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what did it take for you to start, like, what number was it where you're like, okay, now I'm making some money, 20, 30K? Yeah.
So I walked away from 400,000.
Yep.
Mind you. And like straight was like, all right, I'm 400,000, I'm out. And you're used to that.
To walk away from.
You're used to that.
Yeah.
And you're like sitting here like, all right, right 15, depending on your lead costs. Again, everybody's a little different.
Sure.
You spend maybe like $1,000 a week and you're like, I don't know, like, like, what do I do?
You left for like $4 or $5 grand maybe.
Yeah.
And then you take your money out for taxes and stuff like
sure,
that.
Sure.
I mean, let's say you net $5 grand.
And I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was rough. And made a change, fixed everything. And then, it was like May to June, I think it was. Yeah. It's like I deposited $22,000. I was like, okay, all right. We're in the right direction.
Yeah.
We're starting to get that way.
Yeah.
We're starting to learn. We're doing it the right way now. But it was hard.
What were you spending a week on leads back then?
Just like any other new agent, trying to be cheap.
Okay.
So like
less than $1,000?
Like $1,000 or less,
Yeah.
Because thinking like squeeze the leads and hopefully that turns into a 20x, like, and it doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
When did you start really investing in leads?
22, so towards like the end of the year.
Okay.
When I started figuring things out and really like seeing that what everybody says, oh, you just need more leads, buy more leads. Lead flow is cash flow. You hear it all the time.
Yeah.
And you don't understand it until you're like, wait, I bought more leads and I wrote more business.
Right.
Oh, wait, I bought more leads and then I wrote even more business. And then you just keep doing that over and over and over again. And you're like, all right, lead flow is cash flow. Spend the money on leads. It'll work out. And then you're just like, cool, I'm good. Now I just keep doing the same thing over and over again. If I want to make more money, buy more leads.
Do you remember what you finished 2022 at personally?
I don't remember.
No. Were you Hall of Fame?
22? No.
No,
it was a terrible year.
Okay.
That was like the humbling year.
Got it.
Of like, yes, you have 12 years of experience. You don't know what you're doing. This ain't that.
Yep.
So completely different. Terrible year.
But 2023, you hit $1 million.
Figured it out.
Yeah.
And became a good student, learned, and did it the right way, and then just implemented everything. Right? So that's all it is. I implemented everything that I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And then just started pushing myself further, right? And then you start spending more on leads. And then you're like, there's just a direct correlation. You're like, why is this working?
Once you got to figure it out, sense. Right? Like, that's the thing. Yeah. Figure out the sale.
Yep.
And then pour gas on the fire.
Exactly.
Like, you could buy all leads in the world, but if you suck, you suck.
Yeah.
You got to figure that piece out. And it takes everyone, it took you 6 months.
Yeah.
And you have a 12-year experience.
Yeah.
Would you say Do you think it's easier to get good without experience?
Probably, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, blank slate.
Yeah.
So you come in with like too many thoughts, like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I know how to talk to clients. I know the word track. I know this and I know that. It doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Right. And it's funny, is like, everybody's like, you have all this experience. And I'm like, none of that. I mean, yes, cool. Talking to clients.
Sure.
Great. Yes. I came from talking to clients, insurance. Yes. But not
it's
the
a
same.
whole different ballgame.
It's, yeah.
Just like if I'm a mechanic for 12 years, it doesn't mean I could paint a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know how to work on cars. No, I know how to fix the car. I don't know how to paint the shit. Yeah. It'd be all messed up. You don't want me painting it. But it's like, just because you did it this way, or sales in general.
Yeah.
I do believe it's a lot easier to get someone who's never sold anything.
Yeah.
Up to speed on how to do this.
Yeah.
Quicker. Because like you said, there's less they have to unlearn.
Well, the big thing too is I love training. Training agents is easy.
Yeah.
Because there's no preconceived nothing. I don't have to. I just go, this is what you need to learn. Right. And it's funny. It's like you get an experienced agent. You're like, but what about this? What about that? What about this? I'm like, I'm not putting it in front of you for a reason.
Right.
Like, I don't need you to go all this extra left and right and all these different directions. For what? Just keep it simple.
Right.
Do this. Same thing. That's why it's funny with like new agents versus experienced agents. Like, they write quick. They're already they're like, boom, already writing business. And then you see the experienced agents like, how is this?
Right.
You put too much thought into what you need to do, where keep it simple, run the proper process, run the presentation, you're fine.
Right.
The experienced agent wants to take all that knowledge that they've gained over the X amount of years and go, let me teach you about insurance. Everything I know about insurance in 30 minutes.
Right.
Like, it's not going to happen.
Nope.
Nope.
So you see it when, like, even like if you're building a business and you're hiring staff, you see the same thing there. I don't necessarily need someone that has, I've worked in a corporate office for 20 years. I probably don't want you. Honestly. Because, we used to do it this way. And we've had it here with some people like, okay, the company used to, how big were they, by the way? Oh, we did like $1 million a year. We're close to $1 billion.
Yeah.
We don't need your advice on how about you just shut up and do your job. But it's the same thing. Like it's now if you're hiring for a certain position, but at the end of the day, it's much easier to start with a clean slate in general in what we do.
Yeah.
When you started with us, were you in home or was it all over the phone?
I've never done it in home with a phone.
Okay.
Never.
And with the old company, you always were in home.
Transition to like Zoom appointments.
Okay.
So
even that was a whole new ball game for you.
I did Zoom appointments when I first got here.
Okay.
And then I actually didn't know we could do it over the phone.
Really?
Did not. So I did Zoom appointments.
Yeah.
And then after that first week of Zoom appointments, like I would button up, fixing my hair properly. I was like, man, I think I need to get a haircut. I had long hair still already.
Yeah.
It's like, man, what do I do? But Isaiah was like, you could have done that over the phone. I was like, what? You had me doing all of this? I was like, man, so you're telling me I can do everything over the phone?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. From that day forward, never went back on Zoom with a client.
Yeah.
Everything's over the phone.
When did you start recruiting?
I guess immediate in a sense.
Yeah.
And but I didn't know what I was doing. That was the hard part, right? It was like recruit, and yes, come join, but it's also like, I'm hoping for the best, right? So that's also what contributed to the rough patches in the beginning, because it was like, yeah, jump on. Yes, you have to buy leads. You have a higher comp, but we haven't figured it out, just so you know.
Got it.
So it was like, you win some, you lose some. Got some agents, lost some agents.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I have a few of them that, rode the waves.
Sure.
Went through the storm with us. You know, and got out of the storm, and obviously because they weathered the storm, they've been rewarded.
Right. Yeah.
So. Yeah,
it's tough when you don't know what you're doing yet. But now, why did you recruit? Just because you had the experience before and knew what that could lead to?
Yeah. I've always built an agency, had multiple teams, multiple offices at a certain point, and it was just like, all right, cool, I got to do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
It's build an agency, of course.
How many writers do you have right now?
Almost 120, 30.
Nice.
Writing consistently.
Yeah. And I mean, think about the number, 120, 130, and almost 6 million. It's a lot of volume.
Yeah.
Like per agent.
Yeah.
Which is important.
Yes.
Because that means you don't have broke agents.
Exactly.
And that's why I know why is that important? Not to have broke agents. I mean, maybe it's a dumb question. But.
I mean, in general, I mean, it's the well-being of these people, right? Mm-hmm. They're people. People are people. You know, take care of your people.
Right.
You know what Sean always says: take care of people. They'll take care of you. You know, love your people. You know, I spoke at Ignite, and I was like, love, serve, and care. It's very important. And you can't grow your business with broke agents.
Right.
It's just not. We're not going to grow. What's going to happen? You're just going to be either get stuck or go the other direction. So you got to have happy agents. Make sure that they're good. Make sure they're taken care of. I'm not telling every agent, hey, you need to be a millionaire instantly, but it's like, yo, you got to start somewhere. You got to make some money and then start getting further and further and further. But you can't. You got to have agents that are doing well. Like, nobody's going to want to be on your team if everybody's broke. That doesn't even make sense.
What's the stress level now? I mean, you said that was a big stress point, right, at the old company was you're making money, people around you are not. And not only are they not, it's like you don't even really have a way for them to make money, right?
Yeah.
How different is that now?
So, like, you know, you're at like a 10.
Yeah.
Always. Last company, I was at a 10 always. And you said, I would take it home. It would come home with me, yell. You know, I'd have a short fuse, yelling and stuff like that. Then now I'm like, I have no, like, nothing on my shoulders. Yeah. There's no, like, oh, the leads. Like, oh, I don't control them. I'm not going to take this person's leads and give them to you.
Right.
You could just go get some new ones.
Wherever you want.
You could just buy whatever leads you want.
Yeah.
You can get leads anytime. Right? Nobody's gatekeeping the leads and holding them and saying you can't have these. None of that.
Right.
So that stress level is completely different. And the other thing too is as a manager, it was manager first at the prior company, but your income, your bonuses was based on you hiring.
Got it.
And getting agents to write a certain amount of business.
Mm-hmm.
So if you missed, you could lose like 90% of your income for that whole month, for the next following month.
Yeah.
And you're done. Right? Whereas here it's like, I'm not desperate for agents.
Right.
I'm not just trying to hire somebody because I have to. I'm not just trying to get you going and licensed because I have to. No, you got to be willing to go through this process and be willing to be a student.
Yeah.
Now, that much easier. There was just like, oh, you're breathing cool. Here's just do this licensing. You'll make a lot of money. I promise. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Now, it's so much easier. The stress level is like just simple stress.
Yeah.
That's it. Somebody messes up an app. That's not really stressful, but it's like, that's it now. Yeah. Those are the kind of things you stress about. What training should we do this week? You know, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
That type of stuff.
Your biggest stress was getting on a 7-hour flight to come here.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
Has your your wife and family noticed a difference at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's crazy because I spend way more time with my family and like friends and stuff than I have ever.
Really?
Ever. That last 12 years. That 12 years was like one vacation a year probably, and it was always the annual convention.
Yeah.
And you don't.
Oh, that was a vacation.
That was basically it. No family, no nothing. Me and my wife, and that was it. Or, you know, we would take maybe another vacation. And the thing is, too, you take a vacation, everybody made you feel guilty. Mm-hmm. You're just like, wait, I worked so hard, and then you're going to call me while I'm on vacation and tell me my team is doing terrible? Like, why are you calling me for this? Like, I'm on vacation.
Yeah, let me enjoy my few days and get back.
They made you feel guilty.
Yeah.
Now I work as hard as I possibly can, and then I take time off, and I don't feel guilty at all. I worked for it.
Yeah.
I'm not guilty. I don't feel guilty. Nobody's calling me and telling me, oh, your team's going to quit because you're not here. Like,
right.
No. And we have a system in place for that.
Correct.
So it's way different.
Which is how it should be. That's running a business. Mm-hmm. Self-employed is when if you're not there, it falls apart. You know? It's like you own a pizza shop. Well, if you own one, you're self-employed, bro.
Yeah.
You read the Kiyosaki book, explain it if you don't trust me, but that's how it works. Yeah. You own 10, you're a business owner.
Exactly.
You own one, you're self-employed, you know, and you got a business here that if you leave and it falls apart, well, you're not a business owner, bro.
Exactly.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't need you to be there.
Yeah.
You should be an added benefit, but it shouldn't need you, you know?
So now it's like, if somebody's calling me while I'm on vacation, because it's like important.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this happened. I'm like, it's funny. Like, not always, but sometimes some stuff happens when I'm on vacation. Like,
it's always the first day, too.
It's like, what the? How did this happen?
Yep.
But it's not anything wild or crazy like it used to be. Now, but again, it's so much more time.
Yeah.
I feel like I have more time. Over there, it was just, again, you're not working, they make you feel guilty. You don't do, you know, like morning to night, they make you feel guilty.
Yeah.
You know? So
it's crazy.
Way different.
You started a little trend here, Harold. We'll talk about this a little before we got on. So let me back up a little bit. Convention, and you probably don't even know Sean shared this with us. Next year's event, we were working on a theme, right? And we were thinking something like hero, superhero based, right? Not cartoonish, and then Sean was kind of on the fence. And then he said he had a conversation with you. You remember this? And he said, now, I hope he wasn't lying because we're going to find out right here, but he said that you called him after convention or text him or something and said something along the lines of, thanks for making me look like a hero in front of my family.
Yes.
That true?
That's a true story.
Yes. What did you mean by that?
Well, this is the cruise.
Okay.
So we went on the cruise, and
last year's cruise, the
one before.
Oh, the first one.
Yes.
Okay.
The first cruise.
Yep.
And I brought my family.
Yeah.
And I didn't know I could or couldn't. I just did it anyways.
You just brought them.
Yeah. So it registered for
your family, your wife and your 2 kids? Or?
No, I registered for my family as normal, right? And then I would ask my family, you guys want to go? And I was like, they're like, sure. And I just got them. I just went on their website. Yeah, I went on the website and was like, all right, cool, it's a cruise. Yeah. What do you like? Other people can go.
Yeah.
Right? To me, that makes sense. Why not?
Right.
So I just got everybody tickets to go and, paid for everything.
Yeah.
And then my mother-in-law was like, are you sure we can go? And I was like,
wait,
yeah.
How many people did you bring to the first one?
The first one was only 12. Yeah, not everybody.
Only 12. Okay.
12 total, yeah. Not everybody.
Yeah. And you won the trip for you, your wife.
Just me and my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just said, all right, I'm going to add all these people.
Only 12.
Who cares? Let's see what happens. So my mother-in-law was like, are you sure we can go? And I was like, yeah, I know the CEO. I was like, I know him. We're good. We're cool. I know him.
Yeah.
And it was funny because she was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, no, I can call him, text him, whatever. We're good. And then I remember I saw him at an event. I was like, Sean, I told my whole family I know you. I was like, you got to help me out here. I was like, so they're going to be on the cruise. And then, we get on the cruise. And, dude, he really did. He did it exactly, in Sean fashion.
Yeah.
He's funny guy. He goes and says, oh, this is your, son-in-law? Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, no. He saved the whole company. Yeah, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here. I'm like, Sean, I'm like, come on, dude. All right, that's awesome. A little extreme, but he did talk to him and told him how much he appreciated me and everything, and like you can't beat that. Yeah. Like that doesn't exist anywhere. Right. I was at the last company for 12 years. I didn't even know my name. What I mean? Yeah. Like Sean, I couldn't call Sean and text him or whatever. Right. My family knows him. Like, come on.
That's awesome.
You can't beat that.
So that was the first one.
That was the first one.
You brought 12.
12.
You went last year?
Second one.
Yep.
Brought, we're at 16.
Okay.
16 this time, added a little more. It's like, the first one, like my older brother couldn't go. Yeah. So, second one, my brother went. And then, but we were missing like my brother-in-law and then my father-in-law couldn't go. So, but this time.
Yeah. So you talk to me about Cancun in a few weeks, right?
We're 20.
20 deep.
20 deep.
Who you bringing?
All in-laws, my side of the my brothers, my 2 brothers, their spouses, the kids. And then my wife's side, everybody's going.
That's awesome.
Everybody's going. Best thing. But yes, the trend.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, tell me about the trend. So it's not just you now.
Yes. The best thing was, so the first one I brought the whole family. Sean talked about it.
Yeah.
The second one, I brought my family again. And then there were some people that was there and they were like, I brought my family. And I was like, yo, that's cool. Whoa, that's cool. Yeah. People were coming and be like, yo, I brought my in-laws. And I was like, oh, cool. I was like, whoa. And another person was like, yo, I brought my brother. Oh, I brought my mom.
Yeah.
I brought my dad. I was like, yo, that's crazy. So that's the second one. Now we're going into the Cancun trip.
Yeah.
I was at Ignite, and everyone's like, yo, I'm bringing my family. I'm bringing everyone. I was like, yo, what? Somebody else came and was like, yo, I'm bringing this person, this person, this. And I was like, yo, that's cool. And that is something for me. Like, yo, I'm awesome. Proud of that.
Yeah.
Like, we're family first.
Absolutely.
What else is it, right?
Right.
So, and then Sean was, he was like, we were talking about it in the back. I was talking to him about it, and he was like, I think they're giving me problems because you're trying to bring too many people. And I was like, honestly, I like it because so many people came up to me and told me that was like, I'm bringing my family, and everybody's like, because and everybody asked me, how many people are you bringing? They're like, you're gonna be in Cancun, right? How many people are you bringing? I'm like, oh, we're 20.
20
and
deep.
they're like, oh yeah, we're like 6 deep. Oh, we're 7. I was like, yo,
yeah,
that's
awesome.
amazing. You can't be. I'm sure it probably costs way too much money for the company, but
that's all right.
But like, why do I work hard for?
Right.
Like, what's the point of me working hard and then my family can't even benefit from it?
Yeah.
Like at the last company, it was, yes, there was prize trips, but it was just you only. There is no guest.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't even bring your spouse.
Really?
Not even. There's not
like
even.
a vacation trip.
Yeah. So you win a trip.
Yeah.
Based on production.
Okay.
It's just you.
Well, what
That's
the hell's the point of that?
Exactly. And then it's like you're going on a vacation with a lot of people you probably don't even like anyway.
Correct.
They don't like you.
Right.
You know, and it's like your family isn't there, and then you leave your family anyways. Your family suffered the whole time while you were working.
Right.
Because you were working extra, and then you win a prize trip for yourself. And you can't bring them.
Hell of a prize.
Yeah. So that's why I like here, and I even said it too. I was like, when we were talking about registering for Cancun, I was like, yeah, if I can't bring them, I'm not gonna go. Simple as that. I'm not going. And I'll call Sean and let him know. I'm not going.
Yeah, I'll blame him.
If my family can't go, I can't go either. Sorry.
Yep.
But he was like, nah, everybody's going.
Nice. Well, we got another trip next year.
Yes.
Tell everybody how you found out. You didn't even know, dude. How'd you find out?
I actually had no idea about it. And my wife runs downstairs because my office is downstairs.
Yeah.
And she runs downstairs. We're going to Puerto Rico next year. And I was like, for what? She's like, we're going to Puerto. Sean said. I was like, what do you mean Sean said? Sean said we're going to Puerto Rico. And then she was like, it's on Instagram. I was like, how do you have this before me? I'm like, how do you get notifications? And then it's funny too, because that same night she's like calling her mom. She's
Getting
like,
everybody
Mom,
ready.
we're going to Puerto Rico next year.
Yeah.
So that's where we're be prepared. I was like, we haven't even got to Cancun yet. She's like,
Damn, you're not the top 20, bro. How many you gonna bring to Puerto Rico?
20. I mean, I
At
don't
least
know.
20, right? You can't
Whoever
go
has more kids. One of my brothers has kids, or sister-in-law has kids. Then there you go. We're gonna keep adding.
That's awesome. You went from the person that they run away from at the parties, right? Because you're trying to sell them everything.
Yeah, exactly.
To now they're all around you. Can I go on the next trip?
Yeah. But that again, I'm celebrating with the people who, suffered during the time frame while I worked, right? Like my wife being able to help me and support me and make sure the kids aren't like running around making a mess or yelling and screaming in the background, allowing me to be able to work and put in extra time, spending less time with my family on certain things. I'm like, oh, I have to do this. I have to hit my goals and stuff like that. But it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's the part that I think a lot of times we don't bring enough attention to. Like we talk about your sacrifices. You made a bunch.
Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, you have 2 kids, 2 small kids.
Yeah.
Kids are a lot of responsibility. And to have someone who's at home taking care of them 24/7 at some time, like they're making a lot of sacrifices, right?
Yeah.
Like you miss shit, right?
Yeah, all the time.
How does that conversation look like? Like, because obviously they're okay with it because of but you gotta explain that, right?
Yeah.
How does that conversation look like?
It's with your wife and your family, your kids, it's you got to make sure your goals you're on the same page, right? So I love this question because a lot of people with spouses, they'll ask me like, how do I do it with kids?
Yeah.
But with my wife and the family, we have an agreement. Like I work as hard as I possibly can. We could do a weekend getaway. Nothing, no questions asked, no budget, no nothing. I don't want to hear it. We're gonna go do it.
Yeah.
And then I work as hard as I possibly can, and then we take a vacation outside of the
right.
outside of that, and we take a family vacation. Same thing.
Yeah.
No budget, no nothing. Everybody goes. Everybody's happy, right? And I don't want to hear it.
Right.
There's like, oh, like we just went to Hawaii, took the kids to Alani, and took my in-laws and stuff like that.
How was that?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. But it's like, hey, we're gonna go here, and like, oh, it's expensive. It's like I didn't ask you.
Right.
It's not. I want the family together. That's all I want. Right. Can we do this luau? Like, yep. And they're like, but we're doing this one already. Okay.
Right.
We'll do both. I'm not. Is everybody gonna have a good time? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Right.
Who cares what the cost is? That's not what I'm. What I'm paying for is for the family to be together.
Right.
That to me is priceless. Right.
Yeah.
The whole
Those
family.
memories.
Yeah. That's why I like Cancun. People don't understand that I get to have both of my families there.
Yeah.
And like my side, my wife's side, everybody's together. My brother's kids know my sister-in-law's kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting everybody together.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like a forced vacation.
Right.
Right. But everybody's having a good time. You can't beat that.
No.
Like it's priceless. I don't care how much it costs. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Getting the whole family together, having a good time. That's exactly why we work hard. You know. And it comes. I have this conversation too. So we sit with clients all the time, right? And we're telling them, you know, tomorrow's never promised. You know, we say, hey, you never know. You know, that's why you got to get a policy in place now, stuff like that. But, dude, that applies to us too.
Correct.
And that's one thing, like, a lot of people forget.
Yeah. Is
that you work really hard. You got to work for something. You can't sit there and keep working and feel like you work for nothing. A lot of people feel like I'm working, but I feel like I'm working for nothing. And that's why we do those family getaways, little weekend getaways. Yeah. That's why we do the vacations. It's a constant reminder, like, yo, that's why I work hard. Right. That's what I'm doing this for. Right? Last company, all I did was work. And I forgot that piece of it, right? Like, this is why I work.
And dude, time goes by. Like, I've been there. The company we were at before this was a lot of stuff you're saying. I'm laughing inside because it was the same way. Yeah. You got shamed for taking a day off. Like, when we had carrier trips there, because of how low the comp was and how just screwed up the system was, we would have to work double the week before. No bullshit. Like, let's say the trip was 3 or 4 days. We would have to put in double the amount of volume the week before, be gone for those 3 or 4 days. I remember sitting next to Sean in an airport coming back from one of these places, Bahamas. We're on the floor of the airport booking appointments for when we land.
Jeez.
I go drop my wife off and get back on the road to run appointments because now we're so far behind because we took 4 days off.
Yeah.
It's not fun. When you're on the trip thinking like, dude, if they didn't give me cash when I got here, I don't know that I'd have spending money because my lead bill's hitting and I don't have any new policies getting approved right now because I'm here in Bahamas.
Yeah.
It sucks.
You couldn't even afford to go on the free trip.
Dude, how about this shit? I was at that company. I won a contest. It was Transamerica back. They used to be called Monumental. Introduced a new product, Final Expense. I wrote a shit ton. I finished in the top 3 or whatever. And I got free hotel rooms for the conference. Yeah. Conference was in North Carolina. I couldn't afford a plane ticket to fly there, so I'm driving I got an income ring on stage for grossing over 100K. I'm getting awards, finished in the top 15, whatever. And I can't afford a damn plane ticket. Something ain't right.
That's crazy.
And I was working 100 hours a week.
Yeah.
So, dude, the math ain't mathing, dude. Yeah. Like, something's off here, you know? But how awesome is it to have an opportunity? And it's an opportunity because what you do is not guaranteed. I mean, you sold personally $1.2 million. Like, that's personal. That's bigger than some of y'all agencies out there that are watching going, I don't know if I should join that. You probably shouldn't because he sold more than your whole damn agency. Right? I mean, you've been at places where they don't do $1 million in a month. You did that personally.
Yeah.
It's awesome to have that opportunity.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity. Not everyone can do it.
Yep.
Not everybody will do it. But if you do, it's insanely rewarding.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? All right, we have an Agent of the Week, Harold. So we're going to give a shout out to this individual here, Rawad Shaba. And if I mispronounce your name, I apologize, of FFL MPR Financials. So Rawad issued $400,000. So talk about, big numbers. Just hit Hall of Fame for the second time in a row. So congratulations to Rawad. I got a quote here. Says, if you are a new agent looking to hit Hall of Fame for the first time, you've got to stay consistent, work hard, and don't stay down when you get hit, get back up. That last part is strong. It's all strong. Congratulations, second time Hall of Fame. You know, our first year, we didn't have a Hall of Fame, but you know how many people we had at that amount? 400K? Nobody. Top guy did like 350. Well, like number one in the company was 350, dude. Now, I was talking to Ed on Friday. We have somewhere, I think 130 or 140 people projected to hit 400K this year. Jeez. It's insane. Yeah, and Rawad obviously already hit it, so congrats. But that last part, don't stay down when you get hit, get back up. That's so huge because it's one thing to look at the numbers of success, but it's not all like this.
Never.
It's like this, right? Even after you had it figured out, I'm sure you still had days, weeks, months where you struggled, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's almost harder because you're like, I've already had it figured out. Now I can't close. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
So how in your what works for you, Harold? How do you not stay down when you get hit? Because you still get hit.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's crazy, right? You can have a bad day.
Yeah.
If you have a bad week, that was a lot of your doing. If you have a bad month, it was absolutely your doing.
Right.
Right? You can control certain things, right? You can control your attitude. That's really the most important thing. If you're not positive and you're not putting into yourself that positivity, then that's your fault, right? Having a bad day happens. But a lot of things is in your control, which is like leads.
Right.
You have a bad day and you're like, everybody wants to blame the leads. But then guess what? If you could just go buy a bunch of leads and then now the next day you can't make that excuse anymore. You have to find a new one.
Yep.
Or that week, right? So, you always got to remember what you do, why you work hard. Again, for me, family, constant reminder, why I work and why I do what I get to do, and how I get to live the way I want to live and take care of everybody. So, you just got to have a really good why.
Yeah.
And everything has to be planned, right? For like trips and stuff like that. It's all planned. It's like, this is what we're doing and this is when we're doing this. And it's like, all right, cool. I know that I have to work really hard because I'm going to take a week off. So I need to put in the work now and not feel guilty about taking time off.
Yeah.
But when you get knocked down, I mean, it's all here, right? Yeah. And one of the things I still practice to this day, and I've always done, is you feed yourself positivity, it always wins, right? There's this saying where it's like, you have a negative wolf and a positive wolf. They're fighting. Who wins?
Positive.
The one you feed. Right? You feed yourself negativity, it always wins. You feed yourself positivity, it always wins. So if you make it a habit to start your day every single day feeding yourself positivity, when something brings you down, like you start off at like a 7 or an 8, something brings you down to like a 6, you're still positive. Right? But if you start off at an even kill 0, and then something, negative happens, you're done. Now you're in a whole negative spiral for the rest of the day. So you gotta keep yourself in that mental, space.
And it's a lot. I mean, when you're sitting here, it's so easy. It takes work. But if you're in your seat, building a business, supporting your family, there's a lot of responsibility that falls on you. Yeah. It just is, and you gotta accept it.
Yeah, it's true. It's like Spider-Man, yeah?
100%. Look at you with the superhero.
It's responsibility, right?
I mean, seriously, though.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
And then you become a real-life superhero like you. Now I see it makes perfect sense. Yeah. You are a superhero to your family, which is who you should be one to. Yeah. Right? Like, that's like you're going to get caught up, well, this athlete did this, and now they're not a good role model. They shouldn't be the role model for your kids. Yeah. You should be the role model for your kids. Yeah. And you are a hell of a role model, Harold. Yeah. You're kicking ass, bro. Yeah. Congratulations. We're going to wrap up with some fun stuff, dude. All right. You ever heard of a game called Would You Rather?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to play. I'm going to throw some stuff at you, all right? So there's no right or wrong answers. It's just what you would.
New, huh?
It's new, dude. Yeah, you ain't been up here in so long. We have time to come up with these new games, you know?
All right.
All right, you ready? Would you rather, Harold, have a client say, I'll think about it, or I have coverage through work?
Coverage through work.
Okay. Here's a good one. Would you rather get free leads selling fake child care kits or pay for leads where people are actually interested in life insurance?
Pay for leads.
Would you rather get rejected 50 times in a row or go back to your old company?
I'll get rejected 1,000 times in a row. 50 easy. That's nothing.
It's easy, right? Yeah, it's light work.
Yeah.
Would you rather never get a charge back again, but you can't recruit, or build a massive agency, but you deal with 30% chargebacks?
Oh, build an agency.
All day.
Yeah, that's easy.
Right? And also, if 30% is falling off, you're probably doing something right.
Yeah, you're doing,
right?
Yeah.
You know? The get rejected thing, why do you think people struggle with that so bad? Because when you overcome that, a lot of this business becomes simple, right? Yeah. And it's not even the rejection. I think it's more the fear of rejection, right?
Yes.
Like, why do you think people struggle with that so bad?
Because it's like you don't want to hear no, right? You don't want to be rejected because like some people get like embarrassed. You feel embarrassed about it. Like I remember those days in the beginning when you'd like get rejected in front of people and you're like, dang, that was embarrassing.
Right.
But it's like, no, it's not. No. Because at the end of the day, the only thing people remember is when you win.
Correct.
That's the only thing they remember. And it's I guess it hurts, right?
Yeah.
Getting rejected over and over and over and over again. But it's not it's how you look at it, right? If you look at rejection as a negative thing, then yes, it's going to be negative. But if you look at it as like, all right, cool, what did I do wrong? How do I fix this? Mm-hmm. Okay, how do I make it better? What did I say that was wrong? Right. It's a learning experience. At the end of the day, it's the cost of learning.
Yeah.
Right. It's your tuition. Right.
Absolutely.
You got to get rejected. You gotta hit adversity. That's the only way.
Right. And what you said is key. Is what did I do wrong? Mm-hmm. Is I guess biggest piece of advice for new agents: take accountability as fast as you can. Even if you don't think it's your fault, like trick yourself into believing that everything that happens when I pick up that phone and call a client is my fault, good or bad.
Yeah, you're the only common denominator.
Absolutely.
It's not like that. Those two leads called each other to say, "Hey, make sure you say no to them."
Correct. We used to tell people like, "All right, Harold, help me out here. This client got this letter, filled it out, put all their personal information on it, the correct phone number. You called it, set the appointment." Went out to the house, and now they're not interested in life insurance. Tell me how you screwed that up. Because once we introduce you to the picture, now they're not interested.
Exactly.
But it's take accountability.
Yep.
Because guess what? If you don't take accountability, there's nothing for you to work on.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing to fix.
Ego problem.
100%.
That's the big thing.
But if I go, I screwed something up, Harold, help me fix it. Yep. Now I can get better.
Let's go through what you did, and let's fix it.
Yep, 100%. All right, another little game. So we added a lot for you, dude. It's just for you. True or false? So this is pretty self-explanatory, right? Okay. I'm going to give you a statement. You're going to let me know in your opinion if it's true or false. You need a high school degree to sell life insurance.
False.
False. Some people got tripped up on that, so that was a test. Here's a good one. If you've ever eaten McDonald's, you should get life insurance today.
Yeah, true.
True, right? I mean, you don't know what's in that shit. Some of the best clients are the most difficult clients to close.
Very true.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have you had someone so difficult and then you get a big policy, you write their family members, referrals.
Or they just never cancel. They're never going to cancel.
That too.
Because you spent that, again, advisor.
Yeah, 100%. Most people fail in sales because they quit too early.
Yes, very true.
You can close deals from your phone without ever meeting a client.
Yep.
You're the living embodiment of that.
Yeah, that's me.
You have to wear a suit to sell life insurance.
No. I wear sweats, hoodies, T-shirts every day, and a hat. I'm dressed up for this.
Yeah, okay. I appreciate that. For me?
Yeah, you do
that for me?
Yeah, just
appreciate that. Cold calling is easy.
No,
it's definitely not. It sucks. Well, Harold, dude, I really appreciate you taking the time out, coming all the way over here on your 7-hour connecting flight.
Ducking and dodging you guys?
Yeah, ducking and dodging us. I know the trick now is send someone to an Ignite conference and they can just covertly attack you.
Corner me.
Yeah, you're coming. But no, I really do appreciate you taking the time. And Sean's exaggerating a little bit. Like, you didn't save the whole company.
I know, yeah.
But listen, dude, going out there and validating the model the way you do.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like there's truth in humor, right?
Yeah.
You did do a lot for the company. Yeah. Setting that example, going out in your, second full year, hitting $1 million. Yeah. Like, you just jumped straight. You didn't even hit 400K. You just jumped straight to $1 million, 1.2. And now this year you'll be Agency Hall of Fame. And this is why I say you've done a lot, because I hear this so often. I hear people sitting there sometimes like, the reason I'm not selling right now, Mike, is I'm taking time off to build. But I go but you don't even really have an agency either. So, I'm trying to be rude, but if you're spending that much time building, I figured you'd already be at Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
you are not taking time off selling. You're selling. You'll probably do more this year than last year, right? I mean, close to it.
Projecting it, yeah.
Is that your goal?
Trying to, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I've been chasing that belt for
that's what this is about, the belt.
Yeah.
All right. What is Steve at right now? I should have had that up.
Yeah,
okay. That would be nice. I love Steve. Steve's my boy, but I'd love to give you the belt, Harold.
We'll see. See. That's what I'm chasing.
We should send this to Steve. So
I know. Hey, let's cut that out so he slows down a little bit.
Yeah. Let's have him up the next few weeks. Yeah. We'll pull him out of the field. But no, I mean, you are setting an example. You are doing a lot to inspire a lot of people. I appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for coming up. And guys, thanks for checking us out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Get registered. I mean, we touched on the event. You go to all events too.
Yeah.
You're at convention. You're at the Ignite. We had Ignite in fall. I don't know if you're going to take the 7-hour trip, but you just hit the one in Phoenix. But you'll be at annual convention, Dallas, Texas next year. You can get registered for that now at fflconvention.com. Subscribe if you haven't already. And guys, we appreciate you checking us out right here on True Talk. We'll see you next week.